Hello everyone and welcome to the Montreal Musketeers Sports Network, and today we'll be reviewing the expansion draft that happened last Thursday in the NBA 2K League. This expansion draft consisted of the Montreal Musketeers, of course, the Nashville Stars, the Vancouver Ravens, the Seattle Sonics, the Kansas City Tornadoes, and the Cincinnati Lions. Now let's get right into the draft. The Sonics unexpectedly chose Dwight Howard, 33 years of age. He's been around the league a lot, and honestly, I'm surprised they didn't take Steven Adams, the better pick. The Cincinnati Lions decided to take Steven Adams, and at 26, he's a pretty young guy, but he did have that 4-year, $100 million contract, so you never know. The Sonics might just decide to tank this year and see what free agency can bring him. Now, the Nashville Stars, with the third pick in the draft, selected Paul Millsap, a great player, but honestly, a player that doesn't fit what they want to do. If they're looking to rebuild, Paul Millsap is an experienced player that wants to win now. He's a veteran. He's looking to win his first championship, and at age 34, I don't see if he's going to have the patience for the Nashville Stars. Now, with the fourth pick in the first round, the Kansas City Tornadoes take DeJounte Murray, a great point guard from the Spurs. He was built up from the ground by Greg Popovich, and he's a great defender. He's 6'5", 170. And he's young, age 23, and he has not experienced a large contract extension yet, so we'll see what Tornadoes can do with his salary. With the fifth pick in the draft, the Vancouver Ravens select Malik Beasley, a great pick, in my opinion. He's a shooting guard, young, played for the Nuggets, and 6'5", you can see what he can do for the Ravens. I don't think he's a franchise player, not nearly that, but he can definitely be a great starter, and we'll see what he can do. Now, the team they're waiting for, of course, the Montreal Musketeers. They got the last pick in the draft, but with the Serpentine-style expansion draft, that means the Musketeers get the first pick in the second round as well. Now, with the first pick, they decided to go young, yet a bit risky. Michael Porter Jr., 21, 6'10" at the small forward position. Honestly, a 6'10" small forward, if he can become a three-point scorer, he might look like a KD. I know, the comparison is rough at this early of an age, but you never know. He's only 21. He's never played a game in the league before. This is going to be his rookie season, as he was injured the entire first year. So we'll see how this goes for him. And now with the Musketeers, they have the first pick in the second round, and they're going to decide to continue going young. And they decide to go with Malik Monk, a ex-Hornet who was 6'3" at the shooting guard position. That he can also play at the point guard position. Now, he's 21, and that means he's never had a large contract before. But honestly, I'm shocked that the Hornets just gave him up and allowed him to be put in the expansion draft, because he's great. He's young. He can play. He's talented. This is going to be his sophomore season, and we're going to really be able to see what he can do when given a large amount of minutes. Now, to quicken up the process, we'll just be analyzing the Musketeer picks from now on. So straight on to the third round, where they had the sixth pick. And as I said before, the 2K NBA League is running a Serpentine-style draft for the expansion draft. So we'll see how this goes. And in a shocker, they decided to choose Andre Iguodala. Remember, he was a Warrior before he got traded this past offseason actually, to the Memphis Grizzlies. He is currently being paid $17 million a year, but the reason the Musketeers must have picked him was because of his expertise and the ability to really mentor Michael Porter Jr. He's a great player, not nearly as athletic as he once was, but definitely a talent. And as you know, they're going to be getting the first pick in the fourth round, and with that pick, they decide to choose Mario Hezonja. He used to play for the Knicks. The Knicks put him up for the expansion draft. He's only 24. Remember, he had that one highlight on Giannis Antetokounmpo where he dunked on him and then stepped over him. Yeah, he's a young buck, let's just say that. But is he worth the fourth pick? We'll see. Now, with the sixth pick in the fifth round, the Musketeers decided to select Bobby Portis from the New York Knicks. He's 24 years of age, plays at the center position, and he can shoot the three. Now, he's getting paid $15 million a year, and the Musketeers have the option to pick him up for an extra year, as they have a team option on him. He's a great pick for the Musketeers, as they're continuing to build their young core while also picking up veterans to develop their young core. And overall, I love the pick. Now, with the sixth pick in the draft, The Musketeers select Roberson, a 27-year-old elite defender. Now he can guard anyone, and I mean anyone on the perimeter. He's 6'7", 210 pounds. He has a 1-year, $10 million contract. And honestly, he is a great role player. And from what my resources tell me, the Musketeers are only picking him up in order to try and keep him when they make a playoff push in the future years, as they decided that his pure defensive ability was enough to choose him within this expansion draft during the 6th round. With the 7th pick, the Musketeers add on to their young core by selecting Aaron Holiday, Indiana point guard, 23 years of age, and currently is on his rookie contract. I mean, he can shoot the 3, the mid-range, and he's pretty crafty on the inside as well, but honestly, I don't see him as that great of a pick. I don't believe in him. I honestly don't see him as a player that can carry the offense, that can run an offense, but hell, he's young, and there's a reason why Andre Iguodala and other veterans are going to be chosen during this expansion draft, and that is to develop the young core. So we'll see how the rest of the draft plays out for the Montreal Musketeers. Honestly, for the Musketeers' 8th round pick, I didn't love the pick. Quinn Cook, 26 years old, 6'2", 179 pounds. He's alright. He's okay, but you already have Aaron Holiday, and I feel like he's only going to create pressure and competition for the young point guard, which might be good. But I would have taken Jordan Bell, the Minnesota power forward, 24 years of age. He's young, he's hungry, he gets rebounds, and I know Quinn Cook can shoot the 3, but Jordan Bell, he has a 1-year contract, a little cheaper. I mean, the Musketeers need the power forward, and in the end, they weren't able to select Jordan Bell at all because they took Quinn Cook with the 8th round pick instead of Jordan Bell. So I feel like this was a missed opportunity for the Musketeers, but honestly, we'll just have to see. Now with the 9th round pick, the Musketeers continue to go young and finally decide to choose a power forward. Remember, Jordan Bell no longer on the table, so they end up taking, not even going to try and pronounce that first name, Kamengele from the Los Angeles Clippers, 22 years of age, power forward, 256 pounds, 6'10". He can shoot the 3. It's crazy. He's a big man, big range, 2-year deal, and I feel like this was one of the hidden gems in the draft. Kamengele, even though he's young and he has no rebounding skill whatsoever, the ability to spread the floor is so valuable in today's game, and he's only 22. He can be a great starter for the team one day, or just a great role player that can shoot the 3. So we'll have to see how his career ends up with the Montreal Musketeers. With the 10th pick in the draft, the Musketeers decided to take on Tyson Chandler, a veteran. He basically is going to be able to teach the big men on the Musketeers the basics. Tyson Chandler is a veteran in this league, and he can easily, I mean easily, help the younger big men on the Musketeers develop. Basic pick for them, basically chose experience in order to help out the young core. The 10th round pick for the Musketeers was, in my opinion, a great choice. Now you have Seth Curry, the 11th round pick. I'm surprised that he stayed this long in the draft. I'm surprised no one else picked him up, but the Musketeers chose him. He's a point guard from Dallas. He's going to be making $32 million over 4 years. He is one of the great shooters in this league. Remember, he went off against MVP level brother Steph Curry in the playoffs when their two teams, the Trailblazers and Warriors, faced off against each other. Now, in the end, this pick is going to be beneficial because even if Seth Curry wants to play on a contender, his ability to shoot the 3 ball is going to make him a valuable trade piece in the future. $32 million, it's a great amount for a player of his talent, and he, as a point guard, is going to help the Musketeers win some games and get them a valuable piece for their future before the trade deadline. Now, nearing the end of the draft, the Musketeers, for the 12th round pick, select Daniel Gafford. Simple, young, he's a power forward, and they're looking to develop him as he is a great prospect for them. Next, the Musketeers decide to pick up Terrence Davis. Once again, simple. He is a slasher as well as a 3-point scorer. I don't know how that's going to work, but he's young. He's getting paid a small amount, and he's 6'4". We'll see how he can hold up defensively, but he'll be a good backup to Malik Monk. Now with the final pick in the draft, 14th pick, the Musketeers select Vince Carter. Once again, another great veteran that's going to be looking to really help the young core and is probably going to be traded at the trade deadline. I mean, I don't see him staying here because he might want to win a ring. However, I feel like if he really wanted to win, he wouldn't have signed his potentially final contract with the Atlanta Hawks, who basically aren't really in a position to win. Vince Carter, I feel like he's in it for the money, but hey, it's his career, and the Musketeers are glad to have him help their young core out. Now it's official, the starting lineup for the Musketeers to begin the season is going to be Quinn Cook at the point guard position, Malik Monk at the shooting guard position, Michael Porter Jr. as the starting small forward with Kembengele, and Bobby Portis at the center position. So honestly, they're relatively young. All the players are young, but my only concern is basically, are the veterans going to mentor this young core, and is the young core going to listen? Because we all know that this team has no chance this year at making the playoffs or winning a championship. That's how it usually is for expansion teams. Now let's get right into the next topic, which are the new Musketeer jerseys. As you can see, the new Montreal Musketeer jerseys. For the jersey, it's a white fade from the top down into a gradual red. And then for the shorts, once again, it's a white fade from the top down to a gradual blue into the bottom. Now, that's for the home jerseys, and now for the away jerseys, at the top it starts with blue and then gradually fades into a red, and then the shorts actually start with red and then gradually fade into a blue. So honestly, I love the jerseys. I'm wondering what you guys will think in the comment sections, but I love the jerseys. I think they're great. I think the colors match perfectly, and I'm looking forward to possibly more alternate jerseys or, special Christmas jerseys in the future.
Alright guys, before we go, we're going to start off the season with a little 3-point contest, something a little fun for the fans. It's basically going to be a showing 3-point contest though. I mean, it's going to be 3 balls per rack, with the last ball in every rack being a money ball. Of course, we're going to have a classic little 3-point rule. The last rack is basically going to be the money ball rack, all money balls. But yeah, it's just going to be a little fun, It's going to be between Michael Porter Jr., Malik Monk, Bobby Portis, and Aaron Holiday. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. I mean, I got my money on Michael Porter Jr., just saying. I mean, he's my favorite player out of all these 4. He's the fan favorite, I hope. I mean, this dude's got a great story, and honestly, I hope he does great this season. But yeah, starting off, we have Michael Porter Jr. Starts off, this is the first shot, and he will hit the second. Now, honestly, I don't believe in his 3-point jumper all that much. I think it's going to be something that he's going to develop throughout his years. But yeah, I mean, in my opinion, if he can develop a really nice handle, he might become something like a KD. I know that might be laughable right now as he hits that money ball, but guys, he can do it. I believe. Y'all need to have faith in him. Alright? That's basically what it is. If you give him time to grow and develop, he might become that superstar that this team's looking for as he misses that money ball. But we don't talk about that. Alright. Now, nearing the end, let's see if he can hit these final 6 shots. He hits the first 2. And for the money ball, he misses. Damn. Alright. He's at 8 points. Let's see if he can hit all 3 of these final shots. He will hit the first. Alright. He will hit the second. Oh, okay. This guy's kind of clutch. Oh, damn. Okay. Hey. Alright, now we got Malik Monk, but that was a really nice finish by Michael Porter Jr. We got Malik Monk hitting his first shot. I mean, Malik Monk, in my opinion, even though he's not starting right off the bat, I mean, I don't think it's all that bad, man. I really don't. Andre Roberson, I mean, I don't think that Barry Williamson likes the idea of tanking. He told me personally that he doesn't like the idea of tanking. So he's gonna attempt to make the playoffs, and if they don't make it, they don't make it. But he said he's not gonna just completely bench Andre Iguodala or Andre Roberson, any of the guys, excuse me, like that. You know, he said that he wants to give this team a chance to make the playoffs. So yeah, as Malik Monk gets 8 points, now making it to the final rack. Let's see if he can hit them all. He will hit the first, hit the second. God damn, all these guys are clutch, and he will tie Michael Porter Jr. Now that's interesting. Wonder if we have a tie. I don't know what to do about that one. Aaron Holiday, okay, God damn, this guy started off pretty nice. Not gonna lie. Aaron Holiday, this is the first one on the second rack. It's that one. I mean, Aaron Holiday, he's a point guard. I don't know what to say. I mean, Quinn Cook most likely going to be taking up all his minutes. I still don't understand that pick by Barry Williamson. But hey, you know, it is what it is. In my opinion, he's going to either be our backup point guard of the future, or if he develops to be his best, I can definitely see him being the starting point guard this season, as he might knock out both these guys. Oh, can he hit this one to make it a three-way tie? No. Alright, no. You ain't clutch, buddy. Sit down. Alright, Bobby Portis Jr., in my opinion, right off the bat, I mean, I think he is the most skilled of all the players right off the bat, but I think Michael Porter Jr. has the most talent. Or, I'm sorry, the most potential. Bobby Portis Jr. hits the money ball, though. Alright, now, we'll hit the second shot. And yeah, I mean, Bobby Portis Jr., he's a center. He's going to be starting for sure. I mean, this guy's too good to bench. But if we make the playoffs, I think he's going to have one of those most improved seasons. I mean, this dude, I'm looking for 15, 16 points a game from him if we're going to make the playoffs. Because, on all honesty, he's like one of our best players, and he's in trouble. He needs to hit all three of these money balls in order to make it to the final round. We weren't even supposed to have a final round. Oh, well, he missed the first one, but we weren't even supposed to have a final round. It was just supposed to be one time, but, you know, Mike Porter Jr. and Malik Monk wanted to make this tough on me. So, yeah, here we go into the second round, which was never supposed to exist. And let's see how this ends up. All right. Well, we got round two. I wasn't expecting this, but it is what it is. Now we got Michael Porter Jr. starting off relatively hot to be in the first rack. In round two, basically, I mean, there is no changes. We're just going to have these guys go at it again. But, damn, I mean, he's already at 5 points. If he can hit this, he'll be at, okay, well, let's just say that he still had a pretty good start. No, I'm stuttering. You know it's like to live with a stutter? It's embarrassing. But anyways, Michael Porter Jr., he will miss that money ball. Now, let's see what he can do. I mean, he's at 7 points. If he finishes strong, he can easily close out Malik Monk, but he has not cleared a rack like he has done in the first rack. Yeah, that makes sense. Now, he hits the money ball. If he can hit all three of these, he's got 15 points. He hits the first one. He will miss the second, bro. I swear, if we go to a third overtime, I'm just gonna... I think Malik Monk's got this, though. My prediction, most likely correct. Malik Monk, let's see what we can do. He's starting off relatively hot, just like Michael Porter Jr. He missed that one. I mean, guys, Malik Monk, like I said, he can be something. I really like this guy. Obviously, not as much as I like Michael Porter Jr., but Malik Monk, he's got potential. And I think that, honestly, if he just develops really well this season and the next season, he's going to be our shooting guard for the future. But for right now, he's just trying to hit a shot. I mean, come on. Hit him on the ball, please. And, all right, he's got to hit 2 out of 3. Honestly, I'm not trying to do round 3. Okay. Don't miss. Please, don't miss. Okay, you know what? Nah, you know what? Okay. I'm just going to say this. Round 3 will be in the next video. That's all I'm saying. Okay? Hey, real talk right now. I was not expecting this. The BHB network obviously has to get this uploaded. But yeah, round 3, next episode. If you leave a few likes, a few subscribes, comments, might post it in a couple days instead of the next 3 days. But yeah, I was not expecting this. I'm sorry, but the episode's getting a bit long, so we're gonna have to cut it here. Thank you all for watching. Have a nice day. I hope you enjoy the first episode, and goodbye.